Guys, can you hear me now? No volume. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? I have no sound. Okay. Great. Anyone got sound now? Because I've done something. Okay. Yay. Oh, good. Okay. That's so weird. Right, okay, so we've got sound. So welcome to Wake Up and Shake Up, 5 minutes of motivation for Mamapreneurs. I'm in London town and I'm losing my voice. So you'll have to bear with me, guys. So, hello to everyone. I did name check everyone before when you had no sound, so I'm just going to do it again. So we've got Jay, Kellyanne, Naomi, Joe, Claire, Laura, Katie, Susan, Maria, Stan's in the house, Becky, Kelly, Susan, I think I've said Susan before anyway, and Jules. So hi guys, thanks for jumping on a bit early today. My my Uber is coming at 8 to take me back to St Pancras, to take me back to Paris, to take me back to Dijon, to take me back home. And then I've got to do it all again on Friday. So yesterday I asked you to rewrite an old, just add to an old post. So I want to know if you did it. Did you write down the words that you say kind of quite often and try and weave that into one of your old posts? I want to know if you did it. If anyone did it, you get extra brownie points. So for me, it would be things like boom, amazing, I say sweetie, sweets, and I say all these different kind of words. So it was just kind of being really conscious of the words that you say a lot and then trying to put them in your writing. You going back and forwards. What, in terms of the sound? Oh no, can everyone still hear me? Sorry guys, can you just give me hit Abby's love button, people, if you can still hear me. Jade, hello. I didn't. Oh no, Jacob. I did the last week's task instead. I had to write a post urgently last night. Oh well, I'll let you off, Jade. You can do it today. It won't take long. Sorry, guys. So did anyone do it? I can hear you. No flights. No, I decided to go on the train because basically I live 2 hours from the airport, so my husband needs the car, so I couldn't get there. So it was better to get a taxi to Dijon because that's closer. So I just had to go on the Eurostar. So yeah, I was going to stay and just stay in a hotel, but my husband can't get the time off work, so I need to go home tomorrow to look after Ava and then come back again on Friday. Hence, I think why I'm losing my voice. So today's challenge. So today I'm going back. They've got a lag on the eCam for the first time ever, and it's really putting me off. Hi Sam. Which is just weird because I'm talking to the thing and it's kind of going really in front of me. But anyway, hi Tabitha. So today I'm going to be on a train for a good few hours. So what I'm going to do with my time is I'm going to rewrite. I feel like I already write in my voice. I stopped doing it for a while but started again. That's cool. If you do it, that's really cool. I think if you've got any posts that you feel maybe are not quite, because I feel like I write in my voice, but I think sometimes I was still a bit too formal in the actual writing, so the essence would be my voice. But, like I say, I wouldn't use the contractions and things like that. And I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know I hadn't used them until I read the thing out again. Oh, thanks, Sam. I do it earlier, but because I'm an hour ahead of you when I get back to France, I have to drop over at nursery and school even. So today I'm going to be on the train a lot, and if I've got Wi-Fi, if not, I'm going to copy and paste some stuff so I can work offline. But I'm going to look at my email sequence, and I'm going to give it a bit of a revamp. So what I want you to do is I want you to, if you have got an email sequence already to go out to people that subscribe, I want you to look at the emails that have had the best open rate. And there just might be one-off emails, but I want you to then try and use those emails in your welcome sequence. So sometimes it's a welcome sequence, sometimes people call it an indoctrination like sequence. And it's basically when people sign up for your list, you should send probably at least 3 emails that they get in an automated fashion to kind of welcome them to the list, blah, blah, blah. So I want you to kind of look at your best sort of emails and try and incorporate that information in the emails that you create. And I'd like you to create 3 emails. So if you've either got them, you can redo them, or if you haven't got anything like this and you haven't even got an email list, I'd still like you to do this, because it's really important to have a list anyway. So everyone should do this. But you can do this task and then you're going to hit the ground running when you've got a provider and all of that stuff. So it's definitely not going to be a wasted task. And I get so much feedback, so much communication, so much everything from having my email list, you know. So the first email that you send someone in a kind of sequence should be like a welcome. It should be, you know, excuse me, basically what to expect from the email. So, hi, you know, drag this email into your, you know, priority file so that you always get it. You know, I post on these days. I'm going to send you, you know, an email once a week, or however, whatever it's going to be. So you really kind of even bullet point out, like, thanks so much for joining me on my list. This is what you're going to get, and this is how it's all going to work. And I always say in my first one, it says, I want them to answer 3 questions so that I know a bit more about them, and that's really important for, you know, for knowing about your audience and what we call copy stalking. So you ask them 3 questions. So I asked them, you know, what was their blogging ambitions, or, you know, what was their blogging dream, things like that, so I know kind of where they are. And then I asked them to reply. I said, you know, please respond to this, and I get loads of people responding to it. And then also, because they've responded to that email, it's more likely that that email isn't going to go in spam again. So you're also doing like a double whammy. Hi, Lizzie and Alana and Emma. So it's you're doing like a good thing. You're getting that information. You're making them feel listened to, but you're also making sure that email, or at least reducing the chance that that email is going to go into spam again. So then the next email in your sequence, the first one is, hi, this is what I am. This is, you know, this is what you're going to get. And then the next one should be a bit of your story. So a bit of kind of like, this is how I got here, you know, your kind of personal story in there. And that's quite easy to do. And you can add some value in there, but, you know, it's basically introducing yourself a bit more. And then the third email is where you just give loads of value. So you're just going to give loads of free value, so you can take your best blog post that you've written, if it's relevant to what you're going to be offering on your list, and you can literally just kind of like use some points out of it. So this goes back to, this goes back to what I was saying a couple of weeks ago about repurposing. None of this has to be fresh, you know. If you've got good blog posts on there, so you can reuse them. If you've written about your story, just reuse that. You know, I've got little bios that are in Asana that I can just copy and paste. You know, when someone says, do you want me to guest post, or do you want me to speak, or whatever. That's ironic, isn't it? I can just copy and paste like a relevant bio and send it over. So it's the same sort of thing. You'll have blog posts about all of this good stuff that you're going to be telling people. So just use that information and put that in the third email. Now you can go longer. I mean, my welcome sequence lasts about 10 weeks, I think, because I kept on getting emails that had a really good open rate. And so I wanted to include those in the welcome sequence. So for me, people stay in the welcome sequence for about 10 weeks, and then they go onto the normal list. And after the first few days of the welcome sequence, they'll just get one a week. But for the initial few days, I think they get one immediately. Then the next day they'll get another one, and then it'll be 2 days they'll get another one, and then I think it's 3 days they get another one, and then it goes to weekly. So it's kind of like just giving them a bit of, you know, trying to get in their inbox and into their like consciousness to start with, and then you can ease off. So then mine go like once a week. But when they've finished my welcome sequence, it's all automated on ConvertKit, so they just automatically come out of that and go into my main list, and then they get an email once a week. So even if this seems like a bit, oh my God, I've not even got an email service provider, what am I going to do? I don't even know what ConvertKit is. Just sit and write down 3 emails. What would you say to people? You know, thanks for joining my list. This is what's going to happen. This is how it's going to shake down on here, you know. And actually, a really good thing to put in these first emails is you're saying what you can offer and what you're for and who you're for. But it's also really important to say who you're not for. So if you write like really real like parenting advice and you're not like Mary Poppins, you can say, look, if you're looking for like a Pinterest mum, if you're looking for Mary Poppins, I'm not it. And there's no hard feelings if you want to unsubscribe. And even give them the link right there to unsubscribe. Because what you don't want to happen is have loads of people on your list that are dead, that are never going to respond, because it costs you money and also it affects your open rate and all of that stuff. So, and if you don't get good open rates, then you're more likely to go into spam. So, open rates normally can even be like 30%, so don't worry about it. But if you get like 2% open rate, so it's actually a really good thing to say, if you want real blah, 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 I'm your girl, stick around. If you don't, then if you want this, then I'm not for you, go and find someone else that can give you that information. And then there's no hard feelings. There's ways to word it that you don't sound like you're being, rude. So who's going to do today? I want to know. I know it's a bit, sometimes it might feel a bit, not advanced, but a bit out of your comfort zone if you've not even thought about an email list. But all you're going to do is write 3 emails. So they don't even have to be that long. And if you signed up for my list, you can go back and read my emails, and then you can see what I sent out. And then you can just copy it and then make it more relevant to you. So Jules is going to do it. Tabitha's going to do it. Come on, guys. I want to see. It's a bit tricky. Not tricky, but I know that I resisted email lists for so long. And it's email list is the best thing you can have for your blog. And if anyone thinks it's not, then they're insane. Because I've said a million times, but your email list is the only list of subscribers that you actually own, that you can decide to email whenever you want. And as long as the email doesn't go into spam, they're going to at least have the option to see it. So you don't guarantee that on Instagram. You don't guarantee that on Twitter. Twitter could change overnight. My pictures used to get 500 likes on a picture. Now they get about 150. So, if I was selling on Instagram or trying to make a connection with my people purely on Instagram, I would be screwed. So this is why your email list is so important, even if you haven't got a product to sell, because you don't know what's going to happen in the future, but also you're in people's inbox, Does that make sense to everyone? Give me some love. Hit Abby's love button. So you might think, oh, email list. And I know some bigger bloggers that still go, oh, I don't need an email list, but they're insane. So let's just put it out there into the universe. They're insane. I'll be writing it out so it's ready. Perfect. So all you have to do is have it and then sign up for MailChimp. Jade might be able to drop the link in. I use ConvertKit because it's the best one for bloggers in terms of the automations and stuff, and it's really straightforward. But it cost me it starts at $29 a month, but it does make your life so much easier. But if you want the free version, MailChimp have some automations now. Not as many, not as good, but they do. And Jade's got how to get started in MailChimp guide. So she can stick that in. I've got how to do an RSS, but Jade's got how to do a content upgrade, how to send out a freebie. I know, Ali, I had to go early because I'm getting an Uber to the station at 8. So I want to know that you're all going to do it, even if you're not at the stage where you feel like you've got an email service provider. Just write 3 emails in your notebook and then you've got it, Look at those emails. If anyone has got an email sequence already, look at those really good ones. Look at the ones that have a best open rate and then just put them into your sequence. Because if people are joining your list now, they've probably not read the post. They won't have had that other email. If you have a really good post, put it into your email sequence as an email, So you can recycle this content because people haven't seen it in all the places, okay? And if you haven't watch the live I did on repurposing, then I'll try and stick the link in. Jay, could you stick the live link in too? Lovely, because I'm not going to be able to do it before I get a cab. Only because I saw you said you turned on the Mac. So hopefully Jade will be able to stick the link in that I did about repurposing content, because it really does save you so much time. But this isn't such a good example of repurposing content. Taking that blog post, making it an email. if you've got a really meaty blog post, that, you can maybe even make it a few emails by chopping it up, okay? So I want to know, hi everyone, I'm not ready to send an email, but get started and organise for it. Yeah, so I think, thank you, Jake. Just click on the videos. It was pinned for a while, but it's not now. So yeah, just click on the videos. It's there. Thank you, my love. Right, so I'm going to go now, but I want you to report back in the comments here when you've done it. It's literally 3 emails. So the first one is going to say, this is what to expect from being on my list. I'm going to send you this many emails. You're going to get them on a Wednesday morning, whatever. Set the expectation, okay? Then you're going to be like, this is my story. And also in that expectation one, say, this is who I'm for, this is who I'm not for. That's fine. Unsubscribe if you don't want to be on the list anymore. Then, because remember, they all cost you money in the end. Then your story and how you got where you are. And then a value-packed email, And they're the 3 that you kind of need to start. And any more than that, you can just, add some more in like me. I think I said I've got 10 or 11 in my welcome sequence, and it lasts like a long time. But so you don't have to do that. Just do 3, okay? So thanks, guys, for joining me so early. I'll be back to the normal time tomorrow, and then I think Friday might have to be a bit early as well because my train goes at like 9 or something. I might do it from the train station, but I might get a few weird looks. So thanks for joining me, and I hope I've got a voice to speak at BritMoms, which we're allowed to live stream, everybody. Whoop, whoop. So if you can't go to BritMoms, you can still tune in on my Facebook page or the BritMoms Facebook page at 11:15 on Saturday, and you'll be able to see my presentation that has got lots of gifts in it. So if for nothing else, for no other reason, just come and watch some gifts. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to go because I'm really losing my voice. Jade's amazing. Look, she's put all those links in for you. Right, so I want to know how you got on with any of the challenges in here. And yeah, see you later, guys. Bye.